Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Okay, before we start, if Patreon's your thing, check out the link below. There's loads of stuff on Patreon, which we do full watch-alongs to Modern Family, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, F is for Family, The Quarterback, that's on Netflix, Welcome to Wrexham, Seinfeld, we've done quizzes, we get block content that gets blocked off YouTube. There's quite a bit of that on there at the moment. Some Jay Leno's Garage with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
So so check it out. It starts at $3 a month. Rockets all the way up to $5 a month.
Yeah, bargain.
The big stuff. So so if that's of interest to you and you want to support the channel, head on over there. We're into this tasting food stuff that we've never tried before.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've tried this before. Have you ever tried it?
I've probably tried it, but I never liked it.
I've never tried it. I may have had a mouthful of yours once, like in a case of like, let me just see what that, and then gone like, just with a tiny little bit. But I've never really had it. Certainly never had it as a meal or anything like, because I always classify it as kids' food. And what we're talking about is macaroni and cheese, mac and cheese.
So when you were younger, they used to have it in a box. It was like Kraft mac cheese. I used to just make it. It was like really easy to make, cheap.
We met a couple from the USA last night who watched the channel, and they actually said they're over from visiting the UK. They visit Manchester from Michigan, and we were talking about certain stuff. And they said they like watching us do trying food. And I said, what we're thinking about doing mac and cheese. And he went, you've never tried mac and cheese? I went, no. I said, it's not. It's kids' food. I always said
It's not like, the only thing is like it's actually like a massive, very popular dish here.
Oh, it's huge.
It's not actually even an American dish.
I think it's huge. I think it's huge. It is a British dish, yeah, but I think it's huge globally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mac and cheese is one of them because I think it's quite easy to make.
It's very easy to make, but what I've noticed now, restaurants are trying to do the fine dining, but with like pub food. So they're doing like mac and cheese with like truffle and stuff like that.
When you buy mac and cheese, sometimes you get mac and cheese with like shrimp in it or anything like that? Or,
no, it's just mac and cheese. They do have like a crust on top.
Yeah.
And these are two that I picked. One's just your traditional mac and cheese, and then one's a mac and cheese with 4 different cheeses.
Oh, quattro formaggio.
Yeah.
Well,
quattro
formaggio. Macaronis. I always kind of thought it would be Italian. Macaroni's Italian.
Same, macaroni's Italian.
But then when I found
pasta.
out that it's actually like the English did it in medieval times. That's how apparently. So it goes all the way back to like the 14th century where it was made in Britain.
When you think about it, it looks British food because it looks shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get into it then. So what we trying first? If there's 2, what we trying first?
Whichever ones you want. This one's the 4 cheese one. This one's just your regular
I
mac
want
and
to try
cheese.
I want to try the regular one first, then, please.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not even really a fan of cheesy pasta.
See, I am.
I love carbonara, so
Yeah, I hate carbonara.
I'm gonna get a big chunk of this, right?
Well, I had a mac and cheese on camera when we went to the USA, and that was the best one I've ever had, by far.
that was at Big Bob's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
It's not bad. It's just very bland, isn't it? It's very creamy, and it's very
Yeah, that's actually awful.
Is it?
I'll be honest, that's awful.
I would have that if I'd want chicken in that as well, and some kind of like.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying mac and cheeses, I'm saying that is.
That is, yeah. See, I've never had it, so I don't know if that's a good one or a bad
Nah,
one.
compared to the one I tried in the USA, that is like
Yeah.
awful.
And that's the thing. I think there's a massive difference between homemade mac and cheese and
Shop
store
bought.
bought.
Yeah, shop bought.
Because that is, it's like kids' food to me.
It
Yeah.
is.
It does taste to me like
barely
kids' food.
taste of anything now.
I'd have to have to make that any good for me. I'd have to have some kind of chicken in it and some kind of like
Broccoli would be
some kind of
as well.
spicy sort of like sauce in it
Of
as well
course
to give
you
it,
would.
like a buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
Or even some Cajun flakes. It might
I'll
be
just
nice
leave
with
it.
like
You have
Cajun.
to leave it
Cajun
how it
flakes,
is.
something like
It's
that,
just
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that as
all
it
it
is.
needs is macaroni and cheese.
But I can see why kids would like that because it's bland,
Yeah.
and that's the sort of thing you give to a kid.
Yeah, kids don't want like really strong cheeses.
No.
So this is 4 cheese. So I'll try this one first, and and it's even like a lot different. It's like not as
Yeah, it does look very
saucy.
different. Yeah.
Don't need all that.
So if this is 4 cheese, I'm hoping this is going to be a little bit nicer.
I think it will be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. So the pasta's firmer as well. It's not as mushy. Still not.
That's quite nice actually, that one.
Yeah.
I'd have that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that one. Wait, that one's actually nice.
That's actually
That one's like.
first one's
God.
budget. First
Yeah.
one's budget, sort of like off the shelf budget. Like, I don't know how much they cost, but
That one actually tastes like pasta as well.
Yeah.
it does. That tastes very nice actually.
Yeah.
That's a really good dish. That, and if you like I say, for me personally, I'd want
So-
chicken added into it.
So I bought one luxury. It was luxury mac and cheese, and one which
Yeah,
was
you can definitely
Budget.
tell.
yeah. But there wasn't that much difference in the price. This is Gino de Campo.
Gino de Campo.
Gino.
Gino de Campo.
Yeah.
Is luxury mac
Did he
and
make
cheese.
it?
Yeah, it's his brand.
Oh, it's but he didn't make it though.
Yeah,
he doesn't stand there
I
like
met him
going, "Hey."
outside and he said, Gaynor, I'll make you.
What was he, French? But yeah, that's very nice, that one. And it's imagine that with just chicken in it, it'd be really good. One doesn't really need much more seasoning on that.
No.
It's seasoned quite well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's got quite a.
it's quite a good
It
flavour
is,
to
it is
that.
a nice. It is a good dish when it's good.
Yeah.
But it's never something I'd order.
Yeah.
But I know people that absolutely love
it.
I
Yeah.
know, I've seen that, and that's why it was one of the things that I wanted to try it, because I was like, we talk about foods that we've never tried, and we were like, let's see what it tastes like. But the reason I've never tried it, it's not because I don't like it, or it's because I just classify it as kids' food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so I've never been a fan because I've always not been a fan of cheesy pasta. I'm always a tomato pasta type of guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
We
mean?
got into the conversation last night when we met this American couple we were talking to, and I said we were talking about foods that you try when we were young. I was only 19 when I first had pizza,
Yeah.
and even ravioli. When I was a kid, I would never touch ravioli purely based on the fact of my mum used to buy it in a can,
A tin.
and she emptied it. And it smelled like dog food, and I'm like, I'm not eating that. And she said, you're going to go hungry then, aren't you? So I was like, I'd just rather.
Well, you like sweaty when the first time you tried a McDonald's as well.
McDonald's, but that wasn't to do with not liking it or just not being able to afford it, and there weren't many around. It was
But
the
not
first,
being able to afford McDonald's.
I didn't have any money when I was a kid.
He was like
Yeah,
17
I'm
when he
saying that.
tried.
But McDonald's, that's the cheapest place you can possibly probably go to.
Mate, I was 14 before we even went out to have a dinner. So outside, we had a chip shop around the bottom of the road, which every Friday, if we were
Which
lucky,
would probably be about the same price as McDonald's if you.
there was no McDonald's.
All right.
There wasn't one.
Why
I
don't
can't
you
go.
just- why don't
I
you
can't
just
go
order
to
it?
someone. I can't go to one when there isn't one.
So where was the first McDonald's? Altrincham.
First McDonald's popped up on.
Was it near the airport?
First one I went to was in Spain
Oh, okay.
when I was 17.
I think the first one I had was the one in Altrincham.
Yeah, but it's I don't know, but it's
You were so clever. You go into places like Spain at 17.
it was for me 18th.
No money.
It was my 18th birthday present that my mum had to save up for about 2 years. Yeah, to pay his, but that's a different story. But anyway, but yeah, mac and cheese for me was like we're just talking about different things you try, and you have to let us know in the comments if there's any foods that we can access here that you think we've maybe not have tried.
Yeah.
That we think we should try.
Well, I'm going to have a go at making a pumpkin pie.
I've never had pumpkin pie. I've never had peach cobbler, and I love peaches.
Oh,
I
so
can-
I'll have
I
a
can
go
eat
at
that.
making that.
I don't mind that.
That's nice.
Well,
That other one's nice.
This one needs to go.
That
Yeah.
that
That
one's
is
grim.
awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's grim. That one. But the other one, very tasty,
Yeah.
well seasoned. And the other thing I've never had, here's one for you:
What?
a bagel.
What?
See, I said you should have a go at making
Never had a
bagels.
bagel.
Mate, we have like bagels on our kitchen counter every day.
He
Never
has
had
them.
one.
He's
The reason
weird.
being, he just
I'm starting to think you're bullshitting about all this stuff
No,
that
no.
you've never and not tried. I'm going to show the camera what the difference is.
I can't have something like a bagel unless I've got something's got to be on it that's special.
So this is the bad one. I don't know how much you can see there. I'll try and focus it for you. That's what it looks like. Just like looks pretty standard, doesn't it?
It looks like what you would like out of a box mac and cheese, where it's
And then that
powdered, you have
one.
the milk.
Looks a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
It's not as saucy.
That's nice. That
Yeah,
but-
it's
but
actually quite nice. This one.
even I thought that was nice. The second one,
Yeah.
the quattro formaggio.
Yeah.
That's me speaking Italiano.
Even the colour's different. That's just white.
I know. Yeah. That's more cream than cheese.
Very creamy, that one. That's what I noticed on that one. It's creamy, whereas the other one's cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's the quality of the sauce and even the pasta. Seems
I think
a
the
little
quality
bit
of the actual cheese.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
There
probably
you go.
just cheap cheddar.
But yeah, the only thing about the bagel for me is I've never found a topping that I like to go on it.
You don't like cream cheese?
Not really.
Jesus. Bagel with cream cheese is like superior food.
It's not
mate.
something. It's not something that cream cheese isn't.
I don't
something
really
that's-
like salmon on it though.
See, I like salmon, so I probably would have salmon on it if I was going to have salmon or salmon and cream cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And chives.
It's
something
called-
like
That's
that.
a
called
popular
lox.
thing. That's a popular bagel,
Lox.
isn't it? Like salmon
Yeah.
and cream cheese.
But I don't know what I would have on a bagel to warrant having a bagel. Could you put like bacon and sausage on it?
Yeah.
And eggs?
Yeah, of
It's
course you
basically
can.
just a sandwich then, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe I'll try one soon
Yeah.
Of course you can.
and see what a bagel tastes like. Just looks a bit too dry for me and a bit hard.
It's not actually that hard.
Because I like fresh bread. Like really soft
It's
fresh
like, think
bread.
about when you toast your bread. That's hard.
But I
It's not, I
think
have it very soft.
you should have a go at making bagels. See how they.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, I'll show you.
What you want about? That's like saying you don't know where to start making a bloody bowl of cereal.
How do you think you'd make?
How would you
bagels?
make a bagel?
Cut it in half.
No, make.
No, make one, you clown.
Make
I'm not making no bagel. Who does that? Just
That's
buy
what
it
she
from the
said.
shop. It's a pound.
Don't.
God. It's like you
Bloody
saying I'm going to
kids.
make my bread before I make a sandwich. You don't do that. You buy it.
No,
Some
that's
people
what I
do.
said. I think you should have a go at making bagels. See how good.
No,
it-
there's no point of that when you can just buy it.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Cooking tips from Aidan.
Yeah, it's true.
Why make it when you can buy it?
It's true. Not wasting my
Anyway,
time.
There you go. Me trying. Ratings out of 10. I'm going to give it.
I'll
not-
give that one like a 1.
Yeah.
And I'll give that like an 8 out of 10.
Quality wise, yeah, I agree with you. As far as liking, would I have mac and cheese again? No.
Nah, probably
No,
not. I mean, I would have it again if I fancy it in a restaurant, but I wouldn't like try and make it at home. Or
I wouldn't
you know
have it
what
as
I
a
mean?
main
Not
meal.
making shit at home.
Yeah, why make it when I can buy it?
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go, though. So out of a food group, and what I'd give it is probably a 6.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stuff I could eat other than that.
Yeah.
That I'd probably take more of a liking to with a pasta sort of like dish and a pasta sauce.
I'd have to
sort of
have
thing.
bacon, mushrooms, onions in
Yeah,
that to
I'd
make
have
it.
to have additional kind of contents in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you have to start adding stuff to it, it's not what it is anymore.
No, I know. But I can see why kids would have it, or parents would give it to the kids because it's easy, looks fast,
Cheap and
looks
it's
something
nutritional.
you can do real quick, and it's nutritional. It's got everything in it you need. And you put your pasta on boil, add the cheese, boom, done.
See, one of my favourite foods was Alfredo sauce.
Yeah, and that's
that's very
quite
similar.
cheesy sauce, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not for me. Like I say, kids' food.
We
Anyway,
tried it.
Yeah, exactly. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Bye.